Hi, how are you this morning? I've just been running, so I'm a little bit out of breath, but I'll try and make the best. So, what are we going to talk about today is how to find time during your day to make the things that you want to do the things that you want to do. A lot of my clients, most of my clients actually, they come to me and they have these beautiful goals, they want to do all these beautiful things, and then when we come to find out what stops them, it's always the top one is, I don't have the time. I don't have the time. I'm too busy. I can't do this. I can't do that. And I said, okay, right. I'm sure there's 24 hours in a day and there's a lot of hours. I'm sure if we manage the time in a better way, we can find some time to do the things that we love to do, that we can't forget about it. So I thought about 3 ways to find some more time that works really well for me. So I just want to share them with you and see if with these ways you can spare some time during your day. So the first things is that works really well for me is plan ahead. So you can do this on a Sunday night for the whole week, but if it's too daunting to do it for the whole week, you can do it every day, so day by day. So you can do, for example, a night before you go to bed. I'm sure you know what you're going to do in the morning, so you have your plan already for the morning. So you can say, okay, I'm going to do this at 8, I'm going to go to work. So where can I find half an hour to do the things I want to do, to take some action on my goal? And I want you to be very specific. You need to find a time that is realistic. You're going to commit to it. And it's not after dinner or after lunch. No, it needs to be a really precise time. So for example, at 5 o'clock tomorrow when I finish work, I just sit in a cafe and do this. So really plan ahead every night and find the time. And specific time. So that when you look at the watch, you say, okay, this is the time and I need to do this. Second things that really works for me is to try and utilize some of the dead time that we have throughout the day. So for example, you know you're going to be on a train for an hour. You know you're going to sit on a bus. You know you're going to wait for a friend. You finish work at 6 and a friend comes at 8. So why don't you utilize this time to do things? For example, I had a client that she wanted to write her memories. So she needed like an hour a day to to start putting things together. So that could be the hour. You plan ahead in the morning, you put in your bag what you need for that spare hour that you have, and then you do what, you start doing what you're planning to do. So just really think about all the time that you have to time to kill. So for example, being on a train, waiting for a friend, or any time that you're going to hang around, why don't you use that time to do something useful, to start acting on your goal? And the third thing that I really love, and it really works for me, I started to do really recently, is to think about your habit. So I need one question for you. What are your habits, first of all? So what do you do every day at the same time regularly? So think about it. For example, me, I'm running today. Every Wednesday and Thursday, I take the kids to the nursery. And I want to run. So I'm like, how can I run? When can I run? So I decide to combine the running with the habit of taking the kids to the nursery. So I prepare my gear at night, leave it well exposed. So when I wake up in the morning, I see the gear and I said, you got to go running this morning. And then I have to take the kids anyway. So I take the kids, I walk with them, and then when I come back, on the way home, there is a park where I am now, and I run. And that's, I combine my running, something that I really love to do, with a habit, the habit of taking the kids. I had another client that she had this habit on a Sunday to have a coffee and then read magazine for about an hour. All this OK, Now, all this type of magazine. So she, again, wanted to finish her assignment. So she said, I need about an hour a day again, half an hour. So she decided to combine that half an hour with the time when she was having a coffee in the morning. So she had a coffee, which was every Sunday, every morning. I mean, especially on a Sunday, she had a coffee. So she had a coffee, she read the magazine, and she put it on the magazine for 10 minutes, and the rest she would do the assignment. So try and find some time to combine with your habit. Whatever your habit is. If I leave you with one question, just find your habit. What are your habits for today, for every day? So can you combine some of the action you want to do with the habit? All right. Let me know how it goes. Bye.